Don, it's been months since we've seen each other.
I know. Have you seen how much progress has been made to rebuild Nashville?
Yeah, we're lucky enough when we killed the head native. General Flanagan let us off the hook.
Hey, speaking of General Flanagan, he asked me to tell you once you've arrived to meet him in his office.
What for?
For God knows. I'm not sure. Something about a weird occurrence in Godzilla's cells.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's hope it's nothing too bad. I'll let you know what happened once I'm done with the meeting.
Oh, Ronnie, nice to see your face again. Glad you're back in the military after a few months' rest.
Yes, indeed. Nice to see you again, too, sir.
So then, let's cut to the chase. Every month, Monarch tells us to send a few of our forces to analyze Godzilla's blood cells. And our most recent discovery was quite disturbing.
What happened?
Well, when that laser tank your friends used to revive Godzilla in the Nashville attacks, something in the laser had the power to restore molecular cells and many other organisms to revive the king of the monsters.
What did you discover?
That the new cells within Godzilla are developing into its own organism.
Jesus Christ! What do you ask of me and Don to do, sir?
Locate Godzilla and follow him every step of the way. We also have an assumption some of the cells will remain in his body and will cause him to possibly die.
Wait. So you tell me there's a kaiju growing within Godzilla?
Yes, and the General ordered me and you to find him and keep following him until he coughs up the cells that are causing the growths within his body.
Where's Godzilla now?
No one knows. We're gonna get word where he is shortly.
Ronnie Adlai and Don Witchy, we now have word that Godzilla's been spotted on Monster Island. Because of our most recent satellite images, you are scheduled to get there in 1300 hours. Get on it.
Don, have you ever been to Monster Island?
Nope. Just heard stories of how almost every damn person who went there was never seen again.
To think it's the first time a government aircraft has been to Monster Island since the 60s.
Gee, you can say that again. The last time anyone went there was with the USS Panelek.
What happened with that ship?
Listen, once it landed, a big flying bird who was known as Ronan flew over the ship and flew across the seas with wind power, having anyone flying like a swarm of bees.
Great. Now I wish I didn't ask.
Sir, you'll see Godzilla down below.
Wait, really?
Incoming!
Ronnie? Ronnie? Ronnie?
I'm here!
Thank God you're alive. The pilot's dead. So I thought you might have been dead as well.
I thought the same for you.
Come on. We gotta find Godzilla.
How? By walking? Do you even know how huge this island is?
Listen, I know it sucks, but...
Sucks? Come on, Don. We don't even know how to get home, and here we are talking about how it sucks. Listen, Don, I'm sorry if I overreacted, but
Wait a sec. What is that? To think even back in 1969, there's still parts that are related to that old ship.
Hands up, now!
Who are you? We don't mean any trouble.
Sure you do. Now come out.
Listen, old man. We're really tired, so if you could hold on a sec. When did you get here?
yeah, we were the only ones in that aircraft besides the pilot.
I'm the only remaining survivor of the USS Pentlick.
How? Satellite images picked up no survivors.
Yes, I know, but that's because for the time being, I lived in a small cave east of here. Come follow me. So, where you folks from?
Well, we come here on an expedition to find Godzilla.
You mean he's back on this island? Golly, he hasn't been here in a few years, since he was fighting kaiju.
Well, he already came here less than a month ago, and he's expected to cough up some bacteria that, may I remind you, we desperately need.
Well, since I didn't even know where Godzilla was until now, I obviously don't know where he is right now on this island. Or not.
I'll be back. Ronnie, stay here.
You got it?
Yep, in my pocket. Took a bit of it. One thing's for sure, it smells bad.
Oh yeah, sir. Forgot to ask. What's your name?
Rick Bellato.
Nice to meet you.
Rick. What happened after the sinking of the ship?
Well, we were stationed off in the Monster Island coast in order to notice any suspicious activity. And well, Rodan had flown over our ship and we capsized. All the lifeboats sank, and if anyone were still in the decks, they were dead instantly, since the water was rising within the ship.
What did you do?
Well, I was on the port bow and jumped in the water and swam as fast as I could to the shore, and soon enough I was here.
Jeez, what a story. You should be lucky you're alive.
I'm far from lucky. For all these decades I've been missing my family, and only the Lord knows if they're still alive. I even got married 2 years before I was stationed at Pentlick.
Well, as soon as we get out of here, everything will be okay.
Holy crap, it's Batra!
kind of monster just fought Godzilla?
Betra, a kaiju who's last seen fighting Godzilla alongside Mothra.
What happened to him?
He died underwater off Japan but survived and then came to rest here.
Why was he so close to the bacteria? Did it mean something to him?
Not sure. Maybe he sensed something about it? What's the whole deal behind that bacteria anyway?
Pretty much just a bunch of G cells that were regenerated after Godzilla was brought back alive when he died by fighting a kaiju.
But why is it so important?
Because the cells, no matter what, did bring Godzilla back alive, but the cells were also toxic to his body, and the cells are in fact a kaiju growing within Godzilla's body.
Yeah? But they were so dangerous to him that he had to cough them up. That's why we're here to take some of the cells for testing.
Will the cells, since they're already cuffed up, still grow in the kaiju?
Well, we're not sure.
Thank God. A rescue party!
Men! I heard what happened to your plane and hope you survived to bring back a sample of the bacteria.
Yes, indeed. We got it.
Great. Meet me in the science lab as soon as you can.
General, men, I would like to explain after hours of analyzing the sample what this means and what it is.
Proceed.
Well, in Nashville attacks of 1991 and 1992, the laser you guys fired into Godzilla's body contained new G cells to revive Godzilla. Turns out it worked and brought him back to life, but the G cells, or to be more specific, molecular cells, were contaminated with an overabundance of radiation.
Did it make Godzilla sick?
Yes, very. So much G cells it could have had made another kaiju of its own, and that's exactly what it did, creating Iris, a kaiju that is rapidly evolving.
Is it still in his body?
No, the bacteria that was coughed up on Monster Island believe it is or not is Iris.
What? How? It looked like a 70-foot wide pool of vomit.
It may seem that way, but soon it will grow into a 400-foot kaiju, or in other words, it will evolve.
Does that mean right now it's...
Great! How stupid I must have been. We could have done something after all of the giant pool of bacteria was just sitting right in front of us.
Don't feel so bad about it, Ronnie. We couldn't have done much anyway since our main supplies burnt down with our crashed plane.
I guess. But now I just feel like I've doomed a bunch of innocents' lives.
Well, that's something we'll just have to wait and see if it comes true.
Sir, Iris has arrived in
Quickly.
Georgia.
We can take the laser plane there and stop this. General Flanagan, what's the status?
Nothing yet. We just sent out a few of our tanks to launch an assault on Iris. Didn't do much. He just destroyed the tanks and we're running low and short on military arms.
That was incredible! They teamed up on Iris.
I know. Monster fights are so unpredictable these days.
Come on. Let's go home.